Hey there, folks. Mike Rowe here, and today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart: safety. Specifically, we're talking about the brave men and women who transport hazardous materials. These are the folks who keep our world running, delivering everything from fuel to fertilizer. And their job comes with a unique set of risks. That's why personal safety isn't just a suggestion in this line of work. It's the law. And it's what separates the pros from the, well, let's just say it keeps everyone safe. We're talking about protecting yourselves, your colleagues, and the public. We're talking about preventing accidents before they happen, because when you're dealing with hazardous materials, there's no room for error. This ain't about being fearless. It's about being smart, being prepared, and respecting the risks involved. So let's get into it. Safety starts with education. Every worker handling hazardous materials must be thoroughly trained and certified. This training includes understanding the properties of the materials, the potential hazards, and the correct handling procedures. Proper protective gear is essential. From hazmat suits to gloves and goggles, every piece of equipment plays a crucial role in keeping workers safe. Regular inspections and maintenance of this equipment are just as important. A single faulty piece can lead to disastrous consequences. Emergency preparedness is another key aspect. Workers must know how to respond to spills, leaks, and other emergencies swiftly and effectively. Clear communication and teamwork are vital during such situations. Everyone must know their role and act quickly to mitigate risks. Adhering to safety protocols isn't just about following rules, it's about creating a culture of safety where everyone looks out for one another. Sharing knowledge and experiences can help improve safety practices. Regular team meetings and discussions can highlight potential issues and solutions. Celebrating safety milestones and recognizing those who consistently follow safety protocols can reinforce the importance of these practices. Continuous learning and improvement are essential. The field of hazardous material handling is always evolving, and staying updated with the latest safety practices is crucial. So remember, safety isn't just a one-time effort, it's an ongoing commitment to protecting yourself, your colleagues, and the public. Let's make safety our top priority, always. So, what exactly are we talking about when we say hazardous materials? Well, it's a pretty broad category. We're talking about anything that can pose a risk to people, property, or the environment during transportation. Think gasoline, propane, chlorine, pesticides, explosives, the list goes on. These materials can be flammable, explosive, corrosive, poisonous, or radioactive. You get the picture, not something you want to mess with. Now, when you're dealing with this kind of stuff, you don't want to be caught with your pants down, right? That's where personal protective equipment, or PPE, comes in. This is your first line of defense against harm. We're talking gloves, respirators, goggles, hard hats, the whole 9 yards. The type of PPE you need depends on the specific hazardous material you're transporting. But one thing's for sure, you need to know how to use it properly. Now, sometimes you're dealing with the really nasty stuff: chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear (CBRN) threats. That's when the big guns come out. CBRN suits and masks. These suits are designed to completely isolate you from the hazardous environment. They're like your own personal spacesuit with their own air supply. Section 5, ready for anything, emergency preparedness. Okay, so you've got your PPE, you know the risks. But what happens if something goes wrong? That's where emergency preparedness comes in. You need to be ready for anything: a spill, a leak, an accident. First things first, always have a bug-out bag handy. This bag should contain essentials like a first aid kit, water, non-perishable food, a flashlight, and a whistle. Section 6. Emergency response plans save lives. In any emergency, having a well-thought-out plan can be the difference between chaos and order, between life and death. Now, having a bug-out bag is great, but it's not enough. A bug-out bag is just one part of the equation. It contains essential items you might need, but it doesn't tell you what to do or where to go. You need to know what to do in an emergency. Training sessions and drills are crucial. They prepare you for real-life scenarios, ensuring that you can act quickly and efficiently when the time comes. That's where emergency response plans come in. These plans are detailed guides that outline every step you need to take during an emergency. They are designed to minimize confusion and maximize safety. These plans outline the steps to take in case of a spill, a fire, or any other incident. Whether it's a chemical spill, a fire, or a natural disaster, having a clear plan can save lives and reduce damage. They tell you who to contact, where to go, and what to do. Knowing the right people to call and the correct procedures to follow can make all the difference in an emergency situation. Make sure you know these plans inside and out and practice them regularly. Regular practice ensures that everyone knows their role and can perform it without hesitation. Remember, in an emergency, every second counts. Being prepared can save lives. Section 7. Knowledge is power training for hazmat professionals. Look, you can't just wing it when it comes to hazardous materials. You need proper training, and not just once. Regular refresher courses are crucial. This training will teach you everything from identifying hazardous materials to handling them safely, using PPE, responding to emergencies, and complying with regulations. Section 8, behind the wheel, the driver's role in hazmat safety. Now let's talk about the folks behind the wheel. The drivers. You are the unsung heroes of the hazmat transportation industry. Every day, you take on the immense responsibility of ensuring that hazardous materials are transported safely and efficiently. Your role is not just about driving, it's about vigilance, precision, and dedication. You guys are the backbone of this industry. Without your expertise and commitment, the safe transport of hazardous materials would be impossible. Your work ensures that communities remain safe and that industries can function without disruption. It's a job that requires not just skill, but also a deep understanding of the materials you're handling. You're responsible for getting those hazardous materials from point A to point B safely and securely. This means more than just driving. It involves meticulous planning, constant monitoring, and adherence to strict safety protocols. Every load you carry has the potential to cause significant harm if not handled correctly, and you are the first line of defense against such risks. That means following all traffic laws, of course, but it also means understanding the specific risks of your cargo. Each type of hazardous material has its own set of dangers and handling requirements. You need to be well versed in these specifics to ensure that you can respond appropriately in any situation. This knowledge is crucial for preventing accidents and ensuring the safety of everyone on the road. You need to know what to do in case of an accident, how to handle emergencies, and how to mitigate risks. This includes being prepared with the right equipment, such as fire extinguishers and first aid kits, and knowing how to use them effectively. Your quick thinking and preparedness can make all the difference in an emergency situation. And how to communicate effectively with first responders. Clear and accurate communication is essential during emergencies. You need to be able to provide detailed information about your cargo and the situation to ensure that first responders can take the appropriate actions. Your ability to stay calm and provide this information can help prevent further incidents and ensure a swift resolution to any problems that arise. Section 9. Guardians of the cargo guards and handlers. Next up, we've got the guards and handlers. Your job is all about protecting that cargo, loading and unloading it safely, securing it properly, and keeping a watchful eye out for any problems. You're also responsible for making sure the paperwork is in order and that everyone involved in the transportation process is following the rules. Section 10. Receiving the goods safety at the destination. And let's not forget about the folks at the other end of the line, the receiving personnel. You're the last line of defense, making sure those hazardous materials are unloaded safely and stored properly. You need to inspect the shipment for any damage or leaks, and you need to know what to do if you find something wrong. Section 11. Community awareness. Keeping everyone informed. Finally, let's talk about community awareness. It's not just up to the folks directly involved in hazmat transportation to stay safe. Everyone needs to be aware of the risks and know what to do in an emergency. That means knowing the evacuation routes, having a plan for your family, and reporting any suspicious activity to the authorities. Section 12. Reporting and learning incident reporting procedures. And if something does happen, an accident, a spill, a near miss, it's crucial to report it. These reports help us learn from our mistakes and prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. Remember, folks, safety is a team effort. Conclusion: safety is a journey, not a destination. So there you have it, folks, a crash course in personal safety for hazardous materials transportation. Remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's always more to learn, and safety should always be your top priority. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay safe out there. And remember, folks, at the end of the day, the most important thing is that we all get to go home safe and sound.